Hi, welcome back. So look, I just climbed the biggest volcano in Bali. It's called Mount Agung and it's 3,031 meters above sea level. We left at midnight last night and I just got back at midnight today, so maybe half an hour ago. So literally just got back, which is probably why I'm looking so shattered. I'm actually feeling really, really shattered. So I haven't slept for, well, since the night before. So anyone who knows me knows that I like a challenge, and this was a hell of a challenge. Grueling, to say the least. But on top of that, I did it while I'm on a 3-day water fast. I did it on day 3 of my water fast. And I know a lot of people would say that's crazy and what an idiot and why would you do that? And look, I'm a firm believer in, like, everything is thought, you know, like everything is created and manifested from thought. So if my thought is, yeah, look, day 3 is a really bad day on a water fast, that's where all of your stuff comes up and it's a really challenging day and you won't be able to do any exercise, or, well, of course I'm going to struggle on that day. But if my thought was, I'm absolutely going to do this, I'm going to be so clean, so healthy, so, not unladen with food, that I'll be light and I'll be energetic. So on the way, I kind of related this climbing the mountain, to an analogy in life, especially my life. And 3 things came to mind. The first thing is, it's so important to have a concrete goal. I didn't go there with the intention of, just maybe get into the mountain and seeing what happens, or maybe just wandering up a little bit and seeing how I go, or even getting halfway up and that'll be enough. I actually went there with the absolute intention of climbing the mountain and being there for sunrise in the morning. And I stopped and I thought, how many other goals in my life do I have that much specificity, whatever, anyway. Maybe I'll use a different word. That much, like religious intent there, or, decisiveness. And there's a lot of times where I don't, there's a lot of things I get into my life and I go, oh, I'll see how it goes, I'd like to do that, maybe I'll give that a go. And then I give it a go and it seems really hard and it's, or it doesn't seem like it's for me and I'll just stop it. Whereas if I went in with the absolute intention that I went into this goal with, I would absolutely get there. Now, was this challenging? You bet your ass. This is probably one of the hardest things I've done in a very, very long time. Maybe aside from ayahuasca journeys that I did not so long ago, but yeah, very, very, very challenging indeed. The second thing is, we had a guide to take us up the mountain, and we paid that guide really well and tipped him at the end as well. And we absolutely needed a guide. We were traveling in the dark and on really, unstable terrain and climbing. Sometimes on my hands and knees, pulling myself up. It was a lot of rock climbing. 2/3 of the way was just full on climbing volcanic rock. And either side of us were massive drops, like cliff drops. So this guide was absolutely worth it. And then I thought about, in life, I actually just did a video blog the other day, talking about how important it is to have a coach in your life, to have someone who can see outside of your blind spots, to have someone who knows where it is that you want to be and help you to get there. But it's really important that you pick the person who knows how to get there. So quite often, we'll maybe, somebody who's been up the mountain before might just go, hey, I've been up there, I can take you. And how often do we get burnt with, listening to people like that and taking advice from people like that, instead of actually paying the money. It's worth having a coach, guys. It's worth paying good money for a good coach, because he's going to take you to where it is that you want to be. So that was a really good point for me. That really came out of, come through strongly for me. And the third thing is, I'm absolutely, way, way, way more powerful than my mind. My God, there were times that I just didn't think I was going to make this. I got past the halfway point and there was a lady who couldn't make it and she was laying down. She was just going to wait for everyone to come back, or wait till daylight and make her own way down. And then, I think it was when I got to about 3/4 mark, like my legs were jelly, my heart was beating profusely, I kept having like almost dizzy spells, and because the altitude got really, really high, and I just kept looking up and thinking, how the fuck am I going to get up there? My God, I don't know if I can do this. But every time that thought came into my mind, I just went, no, 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 no. All you have to do is put one foot in front of the other, sometimes one knee in front of the other, because it was such rugged climbing. My body was shattered, But when I just put one foot in front of the other, and there were moments, lots of moments where it was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And I went, Dino, you can absolutely do this. All you have to focus on is right now. Just do another step. Just do another step. And that got me to the top of the mountain, where I thought I might not have been able to make that. And I think how often I give up in life because I don't, first of all, have that assertive goal, that concrete goal. And also because I don't have someone guiding me and coaching me and encouraging me along the way. And then thirdly, because, I let my mind get in the way. Oh yeah, it's not really that important. I really didn't need to do that. I really didn't want it that badly. And I make all kinds of excuses. And your life is only as good as your excuses. So I just thought I'd jot this down while I could. We'll get this down on camera while I could. And I'm about to go and crash now. I'm feeling absolutely knackered, like my legs are cramping up. And it was let alone going up, guys, but coming down. My God, it was a 4-hour trek going up. So 4 hours of solid, full-on climbing. And then coming down was probably about 2.5 hours, but it was rugged. Like it wasn't, and they say coming down's a lot easier. It definitely wasn't easier. It was actually harder because it was really jolting on the knees and the ankles, and like the terrain was really rough, and rocks sliding out, and we slipped a couple of times, and it was really, really you had to just watch every step, like everywhere you went. Your focus point had to be exactly where it needed to be, because one side, one little slip up either way and you were gone. So yeah, it taught me a lot. Would I do it again? I could absolutely, with every confidence, say no. It was full on. I'm glad I did it. I did it because it was a one-off thing to do, yeah. I know I wouldn't do it again. If I had friends who came and wanted to do it, I'd say, yeah, good luck, go and enjoy it. Yeah, so anyway, I hope this was helpful, and look, if you need to, if you want to ask me any questions, just flick me an email and ask away. And remember, when you're grateful, you get more. So be grateful, guys, for everything. Until next time, bye.